Hello, Dan. How are you, buddy? What is
Good.
going on?
We're just checking audio.
yeah,
here.
we're getting
check,
a good
check.
check. We talk a lot louder
Mhm.
than we do when we're not broadcasting. So here we
right.
go. Whoa.
Hello.
We're hearing both. Everything's
Okay.
sounding good. You want to go live with the video?
Let's do it.
Holy cow! What is going on, internet?
This looks crazy.
It does look a lot different.
Yeah, you may notice
You might notice something.
something different here. Usually it's two screens.
Yep.
But since we're
I don't even know how to
here,
look at you.
I'm not gonna look at you. I'm just gonna look at the camera.
You look at the camera. I'm gonna do one of these where
Okay.
I'm kind of in the corner in the cut.
Yeah. And okay, so yeah, we're fully vaxxed and we're in person after much deliberation. Because it does involve a conversation with your loved ones.
Much deliberation over the conversation.
Deliberation, no breathing.
I almost went into like a what's up with that there too.
Anyway, welcome to Bandscamps episode 11 recap.
1-1.
We're live.
This is the double dig.
It's
a lucky number for some people.
1-1.
We did it. We were the whole time trying to plan, like, what is it going to be like, or trying to figure out what is it going to be like when we get together, you know?
I know, right? It's kind of funny because...
Is the same side of the table a good idea? I think so.
Okay,
cool.
We have been doing it remotely over Zoom for quite some time now, and doing this now in person, it's kind of like starting over again, because we have to, like, rethink our whole process.
Everything.
Again.
I have to crawl under the table to get out.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
you're just gonna let it happen.
I didn't know how you wanted.
Well, I told you don't tell anybody.
Yeah, we got Josiah in the chat. Hey, Josiah.
Hey, buddy. What's going on? How's it look? How's it sound?
Yeah.
Everybody, if you're just joining us, we're doing the episode 11 live recap. Be sure to follow us and like us, so when we go live every week, you're automatically notified. It's super easy.
There's a little bell icon.
I always post links. It has a little alarm clock bell, right?
Mm-hmm. You may notice also these brand new microphones here. This is the Shure MV7 podcasting microphone. It's kind of like the baby brother of the Shure SMB7.
Yeah, and it's a USB, and it's also XLR. We're doing XLR still. And I was reading, it's good for, like, the gaming when the mic's so far away. So I'm going to turn up a little bit here.
Sure, yeah.
And it's supposed to be able to capture your voice pretty good on a general level.
Yeah, it's like hyper-directional.
But then if you want to get the radio voice, you want to get the radio voice going again.
You want to go Cronkite.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to find a happy medium there.
Sure.
But these are brought to us by viewers like you. Literally, these kind of equipment upgrades are made possible through our Patreon and through donations. We're working on sponsorship, all that stuff. You can email bandscamps@gmail.com for more info on that. But thank you so much, everyone, supporting us. You're helping us upgrade.
The best way to, and the coolest way, actually, is just through patreon.com/bandscamps. We have multiple tiers of memberships and supporterness, I guess you could say. Any amount,
tiers.
Any amount helps us. Even if it's just like $1 a month. I don't know if we can go less. I've followed podcasts where they only asked you to do 25 cents a month.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't even notice that. I think let's get a baby tier.
Yeah, we can get the baby tier.
Junior scamp. Junior scampers.
Yeah, junior scampers.
Yeah.
Yeah, little scampies.
Hey, double-digit vids. If we can get 11 viewers on episode 11 live recap, I will lose my mind.
And I'll probably, poop my pants at least.
So let's get down to it. We had two awesome records.
Yeah, what happened in episode 11? We took a little break off so I could enjoy my birthday week.
Yeah, I also had like a weird medical thing that happened. I'm fine now, but like an allergic reaction. I think I had like really bad hay fever.
Oh, yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Like, I think I got attacked by hay fever.
Yeah.
And I had, like, hives and stuff.
It's crazy. You can see, just see all these sediments floating through all the air. And...
Yeah, so, we're back.
We're back
You
here.
Can't keep us away. We're back. We're vaxxed. Please keep being safe. We are being ultra careful. We've been vaxxed for over 2 weeks now, and we're trying to just follow the recommendations the best we can. And I'm still like hella nervous about it. I don't think we're gonna get sick because I trust you, but like we're still taking a risk too. Like we should be clear, this is not like entirely risk free.
Right. Nothing is.
Yeah.
Life isn't in general.
So episode 11, we have two very kind of
two rock records.
I was gonna say like very in the similar genre, but we're in the rock vein right now. So rockers, this is an episode for you.
Yes.
And we're gonna jump probably right into the first one. The first one.
Let's do it.
Let me pull up. Let me add the source. I got rid of my thing.
Yeah, actually, well, before we bring them on, let's maybe talk
about. Yeah,
about.
go ahead. I'm gonna bring on the image. So,
yeah.
So go ahead and intro
so
this record.
One of the records we talked about was by Nate Johnivan, and the album is called Fight. It's I think an EP, I guess you could call it. But it's just a solo record by Nate Johnivan of Monkey Robot War. And what did we get wrong, or what did we get right?
Personally, I listened to this morning. I went to a dispensary and I listened to this record on the way there and way back, and I had a really, really good time listening to it overall. I think it actually sounds really good in the car.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Did you have that experience with this yet? No?
Not in the car.
Yeah, I thought it sounded really good. I was like, you know what? And I even said to Cassie, I was like, this is like a record that I could see. Say I saw this person live randomly when I was younger, you know, and you buy that record, and it just grows on you over time. You're like, oh, I love this record, and no one like really knows of it that much. It kind of has that feel to me when I was listening to it that time. I'm not saying like there's any like qualities of it that is specifically that scenario, but it had that like reminiscent, like almost vibe to me of that feeling. 'Cause I have a few bands that are like that.
Sometimes it's just sometimes bands just like really vibe with like the driving action.
Yeah. Yeah, it really. It wasn't just that. It was even like it's kind of like a separate point, but like the driving did trigger it. But it just reminded me of like an album that you could really grow fond of over time. So
Absolutely.
I think that when you ask like, what do we get wrang? I think there might be a lot of things about this one.
I think I want to touch on a point about this because I've had this with a few records where. I have a full disclosure moment. I know the artist, I know their previous work, bingo, and I think with this one I. Kind of similar with like Hollywood Makeout or whatever is that like when I know an artist and I really respect them, my standards become higher.
Did you have that happen with this record for you?
Yes.
I had pretty high
standards.
I think we did talk about that,
and
right?
I didn't so there was a lot of criticisms for that, but I want to talk about the other side of it where I really enjoy when artists try new I really respect at least when artists try new things, and I don't think I touched about on that part of it.
That is something that I don't have a whole big frame of reference with this person's work, with Nate Johnivan's work, like outside of this, because and in a way that's good for I think our show.
Yeah.
But I had that impression too. As I was pulling up to my house, I was thinking this is a transitional record, like it is them trying exactly new things, dancey. Maybe some hip hop related stuff, some like even like trip hop, even at the last track. More ambient style, but then also having this emo edge and rock edge that's like really interesting too.
And I think, I really wish I would have talked about that more because I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm kind of dipping my toes in different genres of music with my personal music, and so I think I overlooked that challenge, and that's like a really honorable thing for artists to do.
Change,
and just change, evolve, try new things. Not get too comfortable. Evolve. Yeah.
This definitely does have that, but I don't think it's trying to show that. I wonder if it would have been stronger had that been a theme,
Right.
I think someone in our Discord, I think Josiah maybe was like, he thought that I had like a jovial take on the record.
Interesting.
And he thought it was like depressing a little bit. He thought it was sad, like the themes.
They are very sad.
I didn't really think about that.
I mean,
I don't, and like even
that's really funny.
I'm like laughing about. I'm like jovial about not knowing that.
I got my first like Discord diss recently.
For not liking why.
Yeah, for not liking why.
Oh, they said Frick Dan.
Josh said Frick Dan.
Jeez.
I know. So
I wonder if I should pull that up. Discord does not work very well on my computer.
So Josh out there, I am so sorry. I'm not mad at you.
Have you not been dissed in a long time?
I don't get dissed a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you opened up the floodgates now to
I
dissing.
know, right? Yeah, diss me. That's fine. I don't know if I can take it, but we'll see. Let's see here. Yeah. Josiah says in the chat, your take on the tone of the album has me confused. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got that. I guess like that might just be what I was thinking at the time, and I don't know if it has anything to do with like the actual my poor assessment of it. Maybe I was just like into the sonic quality. Here it says, can I focus on that? It says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but frick Dan.
Yeah.
They said frick, dude.
They said frick. That's like strong when you say frick someone.
So yeah, maybe we missed the boat on the tone of this album.
Yeah.
Brandon. Okay. I'm okay with that.
But
did I miss the boat? Did you? It was about like
I don't think we. I think we both missed the boat on that. I don't think we touched about the tone at all.
I think like I am gonna have an odd bias because I'm not like affected by divorce in my own life. I don't know if
Same.
you are.
No.
So for people that are, they might really, really pick out some themes because this really is a record about divorce, about loss, about everything on here. But
when Josiah actually in the chat says when he sang about divorce, I felt that.
Yeah.
So Scott Dixon says fight album was hot.
Hot album.
Hot.
Let's bring him on.
Yeah, I think we're ready to bring on Nate.
Okay, Nate, go ahead and unmute your mic.
He's backstage on the internet.
He's backstage
right now.
on the internet. Go ahead and unmute that and give me a check
Hey,
on your voice. Hey everybody.
Hey.
We're gonna go live on video in 3, 2, 1, and then all the lag in mic processing. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, Nate.
Hello.
Cool. It's been great, guys. I gotta go. I gotta run.
Oh, I'm so glad you came on for our show. I gotta do some cropping.
Yeah.
Dan, do our thing.
Nate, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for submitting your album and entrusting us with the review and just for us to just talk about it and speculate about it. It's a big, vulnerable move, so we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for having me and reviewing it. I'll tell you what, I was terrified. Once as soon as I had immediate remorse, as soon as I sent it in, I was they're going to hate it. They're going to talk crap about it. And then, I got to wait 3 weeks until you actually reviewed it. And those were the worst 3 weeks of my life.
The dread.
Thank you for that.
Oh, boy. Sorry.
So tell us what is Nate Johnivan as like a music project? Tell us about Nate Johnivan.
Music project. You guys touched on something without knowing you were touching on it. These songs are all songs that don't fit with any other musical project I'm working on. So I have like a Google Doc with just pages and pages and pages of lyrics. Is that okay with the thirds like that? Oh, you guys okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please,
when I
please
get
continue.
bored, I'll go out to my studio, which I'm in right now, and go through those lyrics. And then I just pull up Logic and I just start making things and, just to try and keep my musical chops up. I mean, you can't practice with the band every day or whenever
Especially
you want
these
to.
times.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, all these songs were just kind of, and that's why they're so piecemealed together, is they are me just trying new things that I find in Logic and trying to make a song out of whatever bits and pieces there are.
For sure.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it does not.
So when did like the concept of like the verses and the fight thing come into play then? If these are all just kind of, one-offs.
I realized that they were all about conflict in some way. And I think just 2020 brought that out is, I don't know. And I always write about something depressing anyway. And these just happen to be two things butting heads with each other. And every album we do, all the songs have one name until the end of the album. And then I look at them and just change them all to try and make a theme out of it.
Okay.
Someday I would love to make a concept album that's just beginning to end all the way thought through without piecing it all together. But that would take
what did you mean? You said you give them all a name, the same name?
No, I rename them all once they're all recorded. And once I hear them as a group, I'll go through and strip off the names and then put them back on there. That's why people will tell me, I really like that song, and I won't know what one they're talking about half the time. Because to me, I was so used to it being one thing.
That's interesting you bring up the concept album because that's been a topic that we've touched on multiple times on episodes. What is a concept album? What dictates that? Is that a good idea? How do you do that successfully?
I think you need to interview Cursive about the ugly organ.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they would tell you exactly how to do it. I've been chasing that album my entire life, just trying to make something half as good as it.
Yeah, you need a cello player.
Cursive?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that in your. I can definitely hear that in your music.
Yeah, it's the whole Saddle Creek
Let me
thing.
let me do
Yeah.
a quick recap, listener,
Sure.
viewer. If you're watching right now, we are doing Bandscamps episode 11 live recap. This is Nate Johnivan. He put out a
Yes.
record here that we reviewed.
It's called Fight.
It's called Fight. Where did that even go? Did I have that? You know what? Oh, I deleted that too. So let me add that too. And if you're just watching us now, we do these live streams every weekend. And we do episodes every Tuesday. Hit that alarm clock, hit follow, and you'll be notified every time we go live. It's super easy. And we are here talking about the first record that we reviewed, which is Fight. Here we go. We got the infographic up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
So yeah, tell us about this album cover.
Okay. This is version like 12, and I had this image of me as a kid where I actually looked pretty handsome. I felt like I was cute.
Yeah, you look very cute.
I'll make it
So I
real big for a
wanted to
second.
use that to show people that I at one time was handsome. And then since I wanted to name the album Fight, I photoshopped a little black eye in there.
Okay,
Like I had
were
just gotten a
wondering
fight.
about that.
Yep.
That's
It's
funny.
photoshopped.
Yeah, I wish there was a better story, but I love the idea of
Is that an exclusive? Is that a Bandscamp exclusive?
I
yeah,
believe
that
so.
is a worldwide.
You heard it here first.
exclusive.
Woo-hoo.
Yep.
That's a good Photoshop job, dude.
Thank you. I
I'm gonna
do
make
a
that
lot
real
of
big.
Yeah,
This
that's
we
I'm
can
do a lot
impressed.
of that.
We're
yeah.
gonna pull it up with Magic Internet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just moments before we went live, our creative consultant Cassie was like, "Does he have a black eye?"
Yep,
Yeah,
I
he
heard her.
looked. Yeah, it made her sad.
You know what?
Yeah.
Can we delete this and go back? Because it would be so much better if I had a good story about how I got into a fight right before picture day.
That's a live
we only
thing.
it's live, but we only had like six
Son
viewers,
of
or
a-
6 or 7 viewers at the time, so I
Yeah.
think we're good.
Okay, so I was in school and I picked out the biggest bully there.
Whoa.
Punched him right in the face. I won.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's the third time I've touched Dan in 3 years. Was that? just there.
Dang. Yeah, 3 years.
You better
Is that what I
sanitize
said?
that
3
hand.
years.
Yeah. Okay. So let's turn it over to you. What are
Ooh,
your?
Hold on before you go.
Mhm.
Dan asks this question every time.
Mhm.
What is Nate Johnivan?
We did ask that. I did.
He
ask
does.
That.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
No,
Did you?
didn't.
Yeah, I did. I said.
I
tell-
don't think
I
you
said,
did.
I said, tell us about Nate Johnivan, the musician.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you meant like as a person.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Tell us what is
well,
Nate Johnivan.
Yeah,
then?
that's why I was waiting to hear that exact phrase.
Because
was
that is
what
like-
is.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make it clear because I wasn't asking who you are as a person.
Well,
what is.
Yeah. What is Nate Johnivan?
human, male.
Okay.
Um,
Well, maybe that was a bad interjection. What
No, it's
is
okay.
this? Is this the first release as Nate Johnivan?
No, I actually did another one in 2020 that Dan played guitar on a little bit.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect.
So these are really, at one point I was in a band called Drawing Monsters, and that one kind of fizzled out. And then Monkey Robot War was also going at the same time. And anything that fell through the cracks of both of them, I would still want to record. They're like, they're like children. You can't just ignore them.
Mhm.
So I would still record them. And then you just get this collection of songs that you don't know what to do with. So you just try to push them together and put them out there. So, people can listen to them for thousands of years, hopefully.
Perfect.
That's my favorite thing about Bandcamp is that you can put up an album and you can just continually just add to it.
It starts to look like
Yeah.
the Diaries of a Madman after a
Yeah.
while.
So I if you look at the Bermuda Teenager Bandcamp, it looks like I have a lot of music, but there will be an album with one song on it. And
Yeah.
I'll just add more to it eventually. And then every time I add a song, I was like, all right, you can pay an extra $1 for it now.
I honestly didn't know you could do that, and I'm going to start doing that now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be.
But let's turn the tape. Let's give you the floor and tell us what do you thought about the episode? What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Anything you want to clear up?
The first time I heard it, I was so worried that you were going to hate it that I was just I was relieved that you didn't hate it. So the words just kind of washed over
Mhm.
me, and then I had to listen to it again to kind of dissect it a little bit more. And I had to take a good hard look at myself. And you guys were spot on most of the things.
Cool.
Okay, great.
I like being right.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
really good.
Love it.
Most.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Most. Okay. Yeah. Like, what did we get wrong?
I'm just kidding. I did not rip off Y. I do love that band, but I did not rip them off.
Okay.
Okay. That makes two of us.
Well, we can take it. We can take it to the streets if you don't like our assertion of it.
We have to wait for COVID to be over.
We'll get a poll. I can put a poll up right now. Actually,
there you go.
Immediately and add it.
Well,
there we go.
The only Y song that I'm actually familiar with,
I'm not gonna do that.
Is there was one called Vowels Number 2. Is that the song you're referring to?
No.
It's like, I'm not a ladies' man, I'm a landmine, I'm a fake death.
That is a Y song.
Yes, and that's the only one I'm really
that's
familiar
not the
with.
one.
Okay.
Well, I don't
see
know.
that I never heard it. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm just glad they're out there making an awesome music, just like me.
Fair. All right.
Just kidding.
I'm still gonna stand. I'm still gonna stand by my assertion. I don't know if you ripped it off. I like it, but I don't know.
Well, maybe they just happen to be like each other.
Maybe inadvertently.
Yeah. They just happened to do it like 10 years before you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you guys did mention. You said the word emo a lot, which I've never really equated myself with that. So I had to start asking people, what is that? Like, I know like Bright Eyes would be considered emo, but I don't really know why, because it's like, that is folk music to me. He is emotional, but I guess I'm wondering if you guys could define the genre of emo for me.
I think for me, the genre that I'm aiming for emo is kind of like the early 2000s emo of like, and like late 90s, like Jimmy World, Promise Ring, early Weezer kind of emo.
Okay, but how? Okay,
and just
I guess
kind
those
of
are
like
examples. I don't know.
So it's like
okay, is cursive emo like genres like unfortunately you don't often get to decide what genre your own music is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's really fueled by your influence, but your music's emo, man. I don't know how you could not say it is. Like
I think it's like
I don't know what it is. I would like for you to define it.
This has been the question of emo. Like, it's a really easy game to play with this genre because people have done this since like fucking the early 90s. What is emo?
Right.
Like, straight up in the 90s, they were like, no, it's just punk. No, it's just poppy music. No, it's just pretty music. It's just post-hardcore. It's stuff in the vein of post-hardcore that also has like a heavy. There's like a heavy actually. I don't know music theory enough to explain it, but like. It's like has a lot to do with a specific type of melody and a specific type of like loud soft that comes from the vein of punk. You know?
Okay.
Also with like the vocal delivery.
I don't know, man.
Well.
I'm gonna it's emo. And in chat, what do you think? Is this Nate Johnivan record emo? Is Bright Eyes emo? What is emo? And do you think that Nate Johnivan is pretending to not know what emo is? Let me know.
I kind of think he is because like
I think so too.
You listen to a ton of emo. Monkey Robot War is like an emo band.
I would call that pop punk.
Here's what I will say. Sure, yeah.
But they're all kind of one and the same.
Okay. I brought this up, I think, on one of the shows. I used to be friends with this band Sleeping at Last back in the day. They're from Wheaton, and someone told them they were ego, and they were like, huh? And then they looked at the emo bands, and they're like, oh, I guess we are kind of emo.
Okay. Well, all the bands you described.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. All the bands you described, I love those bands. So and I just feel like I don't know how I'm in that group.
It's hard to talk about genre.
Yeah.
You know, like, do you often talk about genre? Like, is genre something that you think about when you think about music or classification of music?
I guess not. Like my listening habits are all over the map. So
that kind of makes sense for this record then.
Really.
Yeah, no, but the record is genre hopping, like 100%. Like, you're not wrong about that. Like, and it's hard to say like what specifically about this is emo, but you have a lot of elements of bands that were influenced by emo or can be classified as such. And genre is just hard to talk about.
Yeah,
it's been hard to talk about since marching band music was created.
Exactly. I mean, like, even the music I'm making now that's like really electronic heavy, but I would say there's definitely emo-ness to it, and that's just like coming from just how I play and just like my influences. It just comes through whether I like it or not.
Right. Well, and also we're of the assertion. I'm of the assertion at least that like the artist doesn't really get to decide what genre they are.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm not complaining about it. I literally just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would label myself as, and you never
That's
get.
a good question. What would if someone had to ask what do you sound like? You meet some cool person and they want to know, what does your music sound like? What are you?
I'm just gonna tell them I'm emotional. I'm an emotional person.
That's how would you
And then
sell the album Fight then? Like if they're asked what genre it is.
Yeah.
that's what I don't know. I
Yeah.
legitimately using you guys to help me define it.
Okay, we're down for that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I'd call it like a.
And you don't have to
Yeah.
think about genre. Like you are not required to think of your music in any way at all, which is like
No, I think that
interesting,
puts limits on it when you're trying to make it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
for
You
sure.
don't want
I
to
can see
box
that
it
too.
in.
Mhm.
But it
Like,
puts
this
limits
isn't
on,
emo
like,
enough.
yeah. But we have to box it in as critics, Nate, or
Right.
Dan and I.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean,
That's one of our
we
challenges.
straight up like played an emo show together. It was Monkey Robot Ward, North Atlantic Drift, and Maritime. Those are like all three of those bands I would say are like very emo.
Okay.
I mean, Maritime has David Von Bolen of the Promise Ring.
Yeah.
So like they're definitely an emo band.
It's a fun game. What
Yeah.
does chat say? Do we have any chat? Any chat interaction?
Yeah, chat. Like, let's get some thoughts on emo here. Josiah says emo is a dirty word.
Yeah,
I think it was, and
emo
I
is
think
a dirty word.
and I think we're the emos are trying to like reclaim it.
The emos.
Yeah, the emos. I would put myself there, and like again, like emos
There we go.
goes in like so many different directions. I mean, like La Dispute now I think is like even more emo than they've ever been, and they.
Yeah. That is a huge compliment to me. Thank you. I didn't hear it.
Oh, we're back
Looks like we lost our mic.
for a second.
We're gonna reset. We're just gonna do a reset.
Chit.
Check.
Check. We're back.
We're good.
Hey everybody, sorry about that. We lost our mic. So there's something to look up for right here. This mic.
Mm-hmm.
If there's ever an extra there, just click it. So,
Gotcha.
Cassie, do you know where we left off at? Where people didn't hear it at? Okay,
We
yeah,
left off
went-
when you were saying that like that you do sound like
Oh
Bright
yeah,
Eyes.
we said you do sound like Bright Eyes, like, and that's a part to see those.
Mm-hmm.
Our mics got muted, but his probably
Gotcha.
didn't.
Yeah.
Just your mic was probably on. So
Well,
yeah,
that makes
uh,
me feel good.
But I do a wicked Connor Roberts impression.
you want to do it right now?
Yeah. I'll be like, I gotta think of something to say. Just
Okay,
like,
just do it eventually. But
yeah.
or let's put on the spot right now and do it.
It's just like so we stared at the sunset.
That actually was
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do like. That's one thing I've learned about myself like throughout life is that like I'm like a pretty okay impressionist. I can do like pretty good impressions.
We need more voice actors of people of color. So that's good.
Yeah,
Because they're taking them.
it's a lot of white
They're
guys.
they're taking the jobs all away from the white people who are playing
Right.
people of color,
Well,
and they're giving them to other voice actors who have less experience because they weren't getting hired. So like,
plus Hank
there's a whole
Azaria's
thing.
doing all of them. You know.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's get back to the episode and what you thought of it. What are the things that like you want us to clear up or you want to clear up?
Well, I guess I would just agree with you on a lot of it. Like that, I know that's boring, but I do feel like it is disjointed. But that's how it was written, and it genre hops too quickly. I was trying to meld them together, but it's hard when they're, you're making them as separate things, and then you have all these different colored eggs, and you got to push them together and try and.
Mm-hmm. And maybe that's like something that we got wrong is that we got too hung up on the genre hopping. We didn't talk about how like the lyrical content and the lyrical theme holds the album together.
Yeah, we did miss that. We talked a little bit about that when you were backstage in the internet, and it is interesting that we know it was a concept record.
Yeah.
We could tell that. We knew that there was lyrical content to listen to, but maybe the genre hopping was distracting of that, but in a good way.
Right,
Like
yeah.
it didn't make me like it less. You know what I mean? And that, it might just be something that grows on us.
Exactly. And I think it's one of those things where it might be though like the situation where we're listening to the song and we're like, oh, like I don't know if he inadvertently did this, but maybe this like sonic choice that he made actually fits like the lyrical theme.
Yeah, my hope is always to make the music interesting enough where if if it comes on the radio or something, they start listening to it because they enjoy the music. But then the second or third time they listen to it, then they're getting quality lyrics. I cannot stand listening to a song and then you listen to it like the fourth time and you're like, what the hell are they even talking about? This doesn't make any sense. It's just strung together words that kind of maybe rhyme. Like there has to be thought. Like to me, the whole point of the song is getting your point across in some way, which is always lyrically based for me.
Would you say that, do you like write lyrics first and then music comes second?
And for this album, complete opposite, where
Okay.
I was making the music, and then I just go through my Google Docs and find something that might go over it. I've been doing a fun project with Justin Suarez. We're getting the album mixed up right now. And what he did through the whole quarantine is he would make the music and then just email me a completed song. And that was completely new for me. So I would sit down and be able to write vocal melodies, and I was writing the lyrics at the same time and not going back to my long Google Doc, which, that's like my safety net. If I can't think of anything, I just go to that.
That's super rad. I feel like now I want to send you something.
Mm-hmm. You should. I have more lyrics than I will ever have songs to put them on.
That's like one thing that I really envy of you, is that you seem rather prolific with your lyric writing.
Oh, thank you.
I really struggle with that.
Yeah,
it's fun.
You've been doing instrumental music, huh?
Yeah, I'm doing instrumental music, but
you found a way around it.
I found a way around it, but I am working on some songs with lyrics. And like throughout the quarantine, I put out 2 songs with singing on it.
That's you did early on.
Yeah,
you did.
But I am working on some other ones. So I think I've been saving like the singing songs for like trying to put together like a full album or at least an EP.
Yeah. At some point I realized that because I have these journals from when I was 14. They're just horribly depressing. It's just you're supposed to write about your day or whatever in this journal. But what I was always doing was trying to make some kind of poetry out of it, like describe my day but make it rhyme. They are terrible, but I've been doing that since I was little, and now I can't even help it. Like if I'm at an airport or something and I'm eavesdropping on somebody else's conversation and people will inadvertently say great lyrics on accident all the time.
Totally.
If you're listening for it, you'll find it. The people are, they're the best source for that. And even in TV shows and movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I steal lines from movies and TV all the time.
All the time.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think as long as you acknowledge that, like, that's from that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Or what happens a lot too is I'll be listening to a song that I really, really love, and I'll think they say something. I'll be like, man, that is so cool. And then you go and look at the lyrics and they're saying something completely different, but you're mixing the words up yourself. And then I feel like I'm totally free to use that because they didn't say it.
Yeah, man, that's like free money.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of free money, you have any Dogecoin? Are you excited about the Dogecoin?
Dogecoin?
Internet money?
I just bought $50 worth of it.
Hey.
Yep. Yesterday.
It could get wild tonight. Why not, man?
Where's that at right now, Julio?
Right now, Dogecoin ticker, we are looking at, I think it was at like 0.72.
I think last night you said you were expecting to see it by like 0.87 this morning, so it didn't
I was
get there
wrong.
yet.
I guessed 0.85 this morning. I was way off.
Well, if it goes up, what are you going to buy?
It's gone down 0.63. I mean, I would hold on until it paid off my house. It's like the least of my crypto holdings.
Okay.
Ethereum's way up. Just plain old Ethereum.
Rick Johnson said that he cashed in some crypto and he bought himself a guitar amp. So
let's do some
Nice.
chat comments.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch. The comment from Cassie about emo.
Emo is a rock music genre characterized by an emphasis on emotional expression, sometimes through confessional lyrics. That's a really good definition.
That's what the Google definition looks like there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about where we're cut out.
Yep, let's see.
She
here.
just described Dashboard Confessionals.
That's emo though, right?
Emo.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Dashboard is like quintessential
well, like,
emo.
Is Smith's emo? The Smiths.
100%.
Okay. How about like, I don't know. What's that band? Oh, I can't think of them.
The
I'll forget their
Beatles.
name.
I would say some.
I'm on the spot, so I can't remember.
Yeah,
Of
I
course, I
feel-
can't remember bands.
I feel like there's times where
on a podcast
yeah.
about bands, I can't remember bands because that's how. It
Right.
goes.
Yeah. It's tough.
Well, then I guess
I want
question.
something else. Who did that band? Third Eye Blind.
Yeah.
It's Third Eye Blind emo.
Yeah.
I would say there's some emos.
Yeah,
To
there's
that.
some emos.
I mean, they use
Emo
open
influence.
tunings,
Yeah.
so that's emo.
So Josiah says he liked the song title theme of your record.
Oh, thank you, Josiah.
He asked what a dog coin is.
Yeah, that's like something that I kind of pointed out to Julio, like in the midst of the podcast. He didn't even like pick up like the fight and like the versus theme at first. But yeah, I don't know.
Josiah says none of those bands I named are emo.
Well, agree to disagree here.
Yeah.
Well,
What-
to me, like, would
Josiah,
the,
name an emo band in the chat.
there you go. So the Beatles, they're rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But they put out a song called "Help," which is
Yeah.
an emotional cry
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for someone to help him.
Well, punk
Does
didn't
that make
exist.
that emo?
No, punk didn't exist yet. It has to be an offshoot of punk. It has to be
Yeah.
some
Oh,
sort of
okay.
it has that requirement, I think.
So
There's
like
a
And
you
the
could,
timeline.
baseline.
you could
Yeah.
argue that like some like Joy Division is like sometimes emo.
Yeah,
that-
but they have the punk.
Yeah, they
I don't know. They do though, but their sound
Oh,
definitely.
I think they probably inspired more emo than anything. Like a lot of like emo bands are like would reference like Joy Division as inspiration.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to get so hung up on this. Did you?
No,
What
I
else
mean-
did
You
guys-
brought it up.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I feel
okay.
like we're beating a
Well-
dead horse now.
We can.
That's my new emo band.
That's actually our new show. It's
Yeah.
called Horse Beaters.
Yeah. Horse beat.
Dead horse beaters.
no, no one would listen.
You don't think so?
No, I would hate that.
I gotta
Yeah.
follow my gut though. I gotta.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Let's do a recap. If you're watching right now, this is Bandscamps episode 11 live recap. This is Nate Johnivan. Say hi, Nate Johnivan.
Hey, Nate Johnivan.
This is Dan Fisher.
Hello.
If you're just joining in, you like where you're watching, you can send us stars. We are in a level up program. You can send us actually stars that give us money. Every star is a penny. Our current emissary of stars, our star leader, is Ty Dykema
Ty Dykema of Sketch and Zine.
with 75 stars. So if you want to be the emissary of stars, you've got to send us more
Smash
stars.
that star button.
Yeah, smash that star button
76
if you like
times.
it. And if you
Yeah.
like it, you can also follow us by hitting that little alarm clock or liking our page or whatever. It'll notify you every week. Nate,
Mhm.
do you got anything to plug that's coming up? Anything that's
No.
on the horizon?
Well, I guess.
or coming out like say like in the next 2 months. The live thing's fun. So anything coming out, our videos stay out. Anything cool?
Yeah. No. Normally, I would say no, but this project with Justin Suarez, I am excited about it, and it's getting mixed down now. We're calling that project Red Arrow Highway, like the road in Saugatuck.
Nice.
And
I like that.
Sounds
name.
emo.
it's good. It's so sad, this album.
It does, right?
Red
highways
Arrow.
are emo.
Oh yeah, Blue Star Highway.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
Highways
it's-
are emo.
It's
We
the
gotta
most.
we're going to put emo on just the bingo card.
Yeah.
In general.
Here you go.
Um,
It's the most grown up sounding thing I think I've ever made. So I just can't wait to put it out.
I can't wait to hear it. That sounds great.
Do you have a plan? Do you
know.
have a date or anything? You're still working on it?
No, we found this guy in Baltimore that's mixing it down. Or no, never mind. That part does not matter. But he started mixing it and we had computer drums on there. And he said, this is going to take me forever to make this sound natural. Why don't I get a real drummer in, which is also the most grown up thing I've ever done, to like a studio drummer to come in and
Like
put
redo
live
your
drums on
tracks.
it. Yeah. So that's
great.
happening in a week. It's going to be so fun. We're just going to sit around drinking, watching it on Zoom because it's too far away to go there.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So everyone
Um,
get that when it comes out.
We asked all our
My
guests
plug.
here, but recommend us some music to listen to.
Mm.
Oh, good one.
Bright Eyes discography, obviously.
Obviously.
Even their new album's pretty good. Desperacidos, number
Mhm.
2.
What have you been
Um,
listening to?
Me?
Yeah.
Pretty. My go-tos are Bright Eyes or Connor Oberst related. I can't think of anything else. Oh, that new Bong Mountain record's great. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to that.
I did.
I did not. It was a one day only thing, right?
Yeah, it'll come out, I think,
Yeah.
again.
I didn't. I think I was like kind of hungover on that day, so I didn't really.
Gotcha. I love his lyrics. Chris just gets me for some reason.
For sure.
Let's see. Oh, I found a new Bayside record that I like. Intero Bang. Have you heard this?
Mm-hmm.
It's just loud and obnoxious, and I love that. But then when I want to chill, I just do chill lo-fi beats for hours on end.
Nice.
Pretty much it.
That's basically what I make all day.
Yeah, there you go. I listen to Dan all day at work.
Hell yeah.
Anything else about the podcast that you can think that we got like way off? We're wrong.
No,
Any head scratchers? Any monocle moments for you?
No, at first I was like, I can't believe they don't love every single thing that I put on here. I mean, what pompous blowhards. That was my first thought. But then once I listened to what you were actually saying, I thought to myself, you know what? They have a point there every time. So no, I think you got it right.
Cool.
Awesome. We appreciate that.
We're trying to like go for some kind of semblance of accuracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I was really hoping for
sorry.
this is. Oh, it's okay. I was really hoping for this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But that is what I get from like my mom when she listens to it. She says, Nate, this is the best thing you've ever done every time. And my friends and family all say that. So
I don't have any of your back work to compare it to. I'm not familiar with your work outside of the
Gotcha.
record.
Yeah,
So-
it's just good to get honest feedback.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't feel great immediately. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't entirely feel great doing these shows afterwards. After I edit, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it does. There is like a certain amount of like emotional energy I put in because like a lot of these folks are our friends, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I were to like really send something to a friend, I don't if I wanted accolades, I know where to send it to, and if I want criticism, I also know where to send it to. So
Yeah, if you want some honest opinions, listener, we are always accepting submissions at bandscamps@gmail.com. 2020, 2021. Send them in.
Actually, I was very nervous after I sent in the album. I will say that. So I was texting with Rick from Cold War, and I said, I'm super nervous about this. I wish I could take it back after I had sent it in. And he goes, why did you do that? He goes, you don't even like constructive criticism.
Ooh,
I know.
that's awesome.
I think we gave only constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You did.
You know,
You did.
We never said anything that you did was trash.
Yeah.
You
No.
know?
Nope.
And I
really
think you
didn't.
were definitely on the more light side of the Unscampy Valley.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if are you familiar with the Unscampy Valley?
Let's show
Yes.
the viewers.
Yeah.
Let's just give them a quick reminder, little overview of the Unscampy Valley.
So we have basically we're trying to figure out why we talk about some albums a lot and why we don't. And so here is basically an infographic here that kind of explains how much we like the music and how long we talk.
Yeah.
Very professional looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time with this algorithm here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put I can actually just place your album somewhere.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, we got to put that above it, so go all the way up.
See, I can't see what they're
Oh,
doing,
fuck.
listeners. So
Hold on. Yeah, we're having some.
I don't know
We're
what
having
I
some.
did.
I think you just deleted the whole internet. I think you just deleted the whole internet.
No, here's
now we
what
have to
I
start
got.
over.
Yeah. That's all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Here we go.
It's like video Photoshop. I don't really know how to describe what a broadcaster does.
Yeah, there's like layers and stuff.
I don't know. We might
Question
mess
for you
everything
guys:
up.
Are
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
are you practicing with I Believe in Julio?
No,
No.
You haven't been?
no.
No. I
Do
mean,
you think you'll start back up now that you're
We don't.
vaccinated?
So our drummer Tony is a firefighter
Oh,
out west. So he got called back.
okay.
So we kind of have to like play it by ear sometimes with that. Which is to say, we have played with other drummers, and we would probably be. We just haven't even talked about it. This is the first discussion we've had
also
about that.
there's like we have no shows coming up.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
Julio and I, we could probably start working on the record again.
We had one that we were working on for a long time, and we just kind of stopped. Just didn't.
The remote recording thing like doesn't fit like the workflow for us as well as it does
Okay.
for some people. So
So you guys
I
have
think it
been
would
on
fit
a
me,
pause.
but I don't think it would fit you.
it won't fit me if I'm gonna be moving to guitar.
Yeah.
I need you there because you're just picky about
Everything.
what you want. So I can't be spending emails back and forth all day with you. I just need you in the room with me.
You can't do emos.
Yeah.
Where would you put Nate Johnivan? Here we got him up.
I would put him right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see that, viewer, by the time this gets there.
Yeah.
It's basically, I think, on that. We did talk about it for quite a long time. Considering there's only how many song tracks are on this record? 7, 8,
5,
5,
7.
5, 7.
Wait, is it?
Okay,
I'm not sure.
that's not fair.
Hold on, I gotta look it up because I don't even remember. I threw on. There was a track at the end that you guys were also right about that. I wanted to end on a positive note.
Mm-hmm.
So I had found that very positive thing to help you through grief, and just tag that on at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really count that one.
Okay.
At least it didn't have a weird effect on it at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
That would you would have lost your mind.
I would have like flipped out.
Josiah says my definition was not a very good one, and you're right. And I was gonna say, I don't know what emo is. I don't know how to describe it, but I know it when I hear it.
Yeah.
I want to use the old school porn. You know what that's from? It's from porn,
Mm-hmm.
from a Supreme Court decision of what is art and what is porn. And the judge said, I can't describe what porn is, but I know it when I see it.
I know it when it turns me on.
And I know emo when I hear it.
Yeah. I mean,
You
emo
can't
is
hide
good.
from me.
Emo
So it's
is
6
porn.
songs.
6 songs.
Perfect.
So you guys.
We were all wrong.
Yeah, right in the
I
periphery.
thought it was 5.
Okay. Any final words for us, Nate, before we boot you?
No,
Oh, yeah.
I really this has been fun. I was super nervous about this. I'm not a person that likes to do public speaking at all. So you guys have been pleasant and fun. Yeah. I'm just ready to do some landscaping today. That's what I got going.
All right, and then
What kind of like landscape are you talking about?
We're getting these big pavers. We're getting some pea stone. We're gonna make a trail that goes from the house to the studio. It's gonna be backbreaking and awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I got planned for the day.
Okay.
Dan's
You're
trying to boot
regretting
you.
asking that question.
He's trying to boot you. It's on
All
that.
right.
It's on that screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't as smooth as we usually do,
Yeah.
but
I got confused here since we're doing it.
because it's on a broadcaster.
Because it's on the broadcaster.
Yep.
All right. So thank you again to Nate
Whoa, why is that so big?
for
What is
joining
going
us
on
here. Please check out his album Fight, natejohnivan.bandcamp.com. It's a great record.
I gotta resize the hell out of this.
Natural Body. If you are still backstage, you can hop on now.
Yeah, we're gonna take a second to talk to them, or we should just intro this record too.
Yeah.
I need a second to crop all this stuff because this is not looking how I expected it to.
Sure. Okay, so Natural Body put out, I think, the quintessential quarantine record, considering it's called Quarantine Jams.
Yeah, we love this record, huh?
Yeah, we do.
We got called out on liking this, on the fact that we liked it. Actually,
Yeah.
I think some of the scamps were not as in agreement as we thought they would be. Maybe,
And
for
that's
this one.
okay. That's what we're here for, discussion. And
Oh yeah, I think it's okay, but I was actually a little bit shocked by people did not think this record was as good as we thought it was.
maybe that's just shows us kind of how different.
Just
we
go
are.
ahead and stay in that waiting room. We'll let you in all at once because it's going to resize like hell. So let's at least get us somewhere situated. This record is called Quarantine Jams. I'll pull it up.
And it was recorded 100% remotely. So props to that.
And it's by Grand Rapids band Natural Body.
Yeah, and like full disclosure, yeah, Julio and I are big fans of this band.
Yeah.
We just can't get around it.
Yep. And so I think we had to really disclose that. But that aside, I've been fans of music that we have done, and I did not have the same response as I did for this one. Like we
Same.
did really like this record. So like,
Yeah.
if you are worried about bias in genre, like you can just kind of like take
This show's
away.
probably
like,
not for you.
Yeah. I've actually been saying that's been getting out of a lot of jams,
Yeah.
and this Quarantine Jam's been getting us in a lot of jams.
I think people have a hard time with the fact that like not every podcast is for everyone.
Yeah.
Just like we're doing something that is like music is very accessible to everyone, but criticism of music is just not an accessible topic for everyone, and that's okay.
Yeah. And we're just doing this mostly just to entertain and have fun.
Exactly.
So I guess let's go. Let's do it really quick. We'll leave in the waiting room and we'll bring them in. Now that I got this recentered, what did we get wrong about this?
What did we get wrong? I think. What did we get wrong? This is a tough one, actually, because
it really is. It's hard when you like something and you said you like it publicly to be like, was I wrong about it?
Here's a topic I think that maybe we could have touched on is
sure.
Like, what is it worth it to put out? They recorded 100% remotely. Would it have benefited them to just wait and put it out and have like a proper recording?
I think it really depends on how much music they're writing.
Yeah.
I think that we wondered this with the KJ record is how much of what they are like putting out is like the majority of their work, because you can only release something once, right?
Yeah, and we touched on that a little bit of just like we kind of speculated on whether like if these songs were put in here in the chronological writing order, or if how many more songs they have, or is this like all they had, So we'll hopefully find that out when we bring them on. What else did we get wrong?
I don't know. I think people were the most argumentative over like the way the album sounded. I think that they did not like the audio quality or the fidelity per se of what it was.
That's interesting because I really liked that part.
I did too, and I think it's part of the genre.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we just have different. Yeah, maybe our tastes are just way different than like the general public.
Or maybe our taste shown here. And so what got brought up to me is like, okay, so we were really, really generous to an album that we liked. That we liked. What if we are like too critical and don't point out the good things enough of things we don't like? And maybe it's good. It's just not for us. But I think we do say that.
Yeah.
But I do have that in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all I got to say. You want to bring them on?
Yeah, let's bring them on.
Okay, we're gonna bring you all on. Thank you for being patient.
Yeah, and we'll kind of talk you through while Julio kind of gets everything situated.
You can see a little internet backstage here.
Yeah.
I'm drinking this Protozoa from Speciation.
We're both big fans of Speciation.
Want
to
give a shout out?
Shout out Speciation.
Yep.
If you want sours, that's the way to go.
Yeah, this is a spontaneously fermented ale with tart cherries from Speciation Artisan Ales, and I picked this up on Wealthy right over there, Wealthy and Diamond. It's kind of tucked back there.
Yeah. So
ask a wino. Go ahead and turn your phones down, everyone in Natural Body, and I'm gonna get you set up. Will you hand me that mouse, and we'll get. It's kind of tucked back there. I can. You guys got to turn. Someone has their phone volume on and needs to turn it down, though.
I think it's me.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. You know how they had to do that back in the radio days and be like, you need to turn your thing down.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all just figuring it out, guys.
Here we go. Hey, we're on the internet. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Thank you so much for joining us, Natural Body. I think is this the most people we've had on so far?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think this is it.
I think someone else's phone is still.
Hold
I
on.
can still hear someone back there. Okay, cool. Take your time.
I'm a dummy head. Okay, I just had it like I didn't shut down the Facebook feed thing.
There it is. Yeah, classic. All right, so let's start off right away. What is Natural Body?
That's a big.
All right, you heard it here first.
Here.
Bandscamps exclusive.
I laugh. I laugh when you ask that question too. It's
Yeah.
super funny.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's a crazy question.
Let's do this. Let's try starting off this way. Maybe my name's Julio. For anyone who doesn't know me, this is Dan. All our viewers, this is Natural Body, who put out Natural Body Quarantine Jams, and Dan wants to know, what is Natural Body?
Yeah, what is Natural Body? What is Natural Body the band?
Well, it's all of us, but Ben's not here, so
No Ben.
it's these people minus Ben.
Okay.
That's it.
And how did Natural Body like come? How was it born? In vitro or?
I don't know. I wasn't with it when they were born, so that's a Dave and Tim question.
Yeah, Tim, you take that. Tim was originally writing the songs.
Yeah, I think I started writing songs a few years ago. I just had like some guitar riffs or whatever, and then I think after that point, I was in communication with Ben, who plays drums in the group, And then I think Dave moved soon after from Chicago, and we're like, hey, what do you think about jamming sometime? And it kind of ended up working out. He's like, yeah, I'll jam with you guys. And then it kind of went off from there. Then I think later on, we were looking around for bass player because I think it was just a 3-piece originally. And then we just did like 2 keys and then drums. And then it kind of adapted into more of like an electric, like more of electric guitar kind of style and whatever. I guess, yeah. Basically it pretty much from there. And then Jolene, we really wanted keys to kind of really help build, that some more filler and stuff like within there and have some more melodies in the background because we did start it out just doing some keys originally and then like one guitarist. But yeah, pretty much.
Well, I went to one of your first shows and I kind of like not exactly begged you guys to join, but I was like, you guys want a bass player?
Hey, that's our move.
Yeah, that's what we. That's what we
do. I think I tried this with your band even.
Did you?
Maybe just in my dreams.
Our sound was pretty thin too, so we were like, man, we should probably get a bass player.
Yeah.
Because I think we're running. It was right place, right time for Colin, and he's been killing it, man.
Yeah,
that's
awesome. Thank you.
That's what I did with Matt San Clan the Howlers. I basically like weaseled my way in. So
I work with Ben and he asked me a few times and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can add another band, but I really want to do this.
Yeah, Jolene's like me and is in 1,000 bands.
Yeah, and Jolene, you're the most recent addition to this band. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe I can be in as many bands as Dan Fisher, like.
I think you well past me by this point. But people now people just add that I'm just like the face of like being in like all bands.
You're the mascot of being in a band now.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like seriously, there's so many more people who are in like more bands than me, but they just everyone's just like, oh, Dan Fisher's in every band.
Who's in more bands than you?
I feel like Taylor and Cole, like they're all in like 1,000 bands.
I mean, how many? It's hard to tell now. So we're gonna have to ask this question when bands are actually active.
Now it's all just arbitrary now. What is a band?
Yeah,
so
this one got me, and I'm like, yes, I'm in. Yes.
Yeah. I think I saw your first show with them too. I think was that house show your first one?
The Green Acre show, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been Jolene's first show with us. Sounds right.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Pretty
house
sure
shows.
That's correct.
Remember house shows?
Yeah, right.
Nope.
Unfortunately,
R.I.P.
I don't.
Only people old enough will remember a house show.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Don't say that, please.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it.
Yeah. So we reviewed your record. Listener, if you're watching right now, this is Bandscamps episode 11 live recap. We're talking with Natural Body. If you like what you're watching and want to follow us more, please hit follow, hit the alarm clock. You can send stars. And we reviewed this record, which came out last year, right?
I think December of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we reviewed it on our podcast that came out on Tuesday. Let's just open the floor. Any comments about our review?
What did we get right? What did we get wrong?
What we get right, what we get wrong? You want to clear the air? Anything. Take it away.
I don't remember all the things you said about it. What's
me either?
Yeah,
I do remember one actually.
We're actually doing this for you to remind us because we.
Okay, I do remember one. You said something like, I think they're using hardware synths, and the stuff I wrote, I definitely did, but I don't know about the stuff that Dave added, and I'm pretty sure Tim was using some hardware synths.
Yeah, I was as well. Yeah.
It was all done remotely, huh?
Nice.
100% everything.
Yep.
Shout
It was a collab.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Dave lives in Seattle right now, so we actually had some.
Oh, no kidding.
Before we'd kind of do like some rough takes and stuff, and still have like we'd send files over to Dave so we can work on it at home before even the pandemic. So we had like I guess that a little bit early before everything kind of happened, but it was definitely a different experience to like record something and actually send files and all the tedious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
all the weirdness that comes with all that.
Yeah.
We recorded something in February together, like February 26th or something, in person, and like I flew out to do it, and we just didn't finish it, and it never got finished. And I think after that, I was just kind of like, man, we should really get an album out this year. Like I really want to however we can do it, you know.
I think it paid off. I think it really
Yeah.
did. We didn't put out anything in 2020, and I kind of regret that. Like, I was thinking in my mind that would be a big year for music, you know? Like, everyone's going to have some record called 2020 or like 2020 Vision or Hindsight's 2020 or something stupid. And it's it was going to be all futuristic, you know, and cyborgy, and that's not what happened. I think you all kind of got there a little bit.
I feel like it was a big year for music for me personally.
But yeah, well, sure. But I mean, like for culture,
Yeah.
and, like, you know, it's kind of just like it's not, at least in pop culture. There's nothing. No one's doing anything all that super groundbreaking.
No, it's a little
It's
I think
hard
people
to
are
be
probably-
expansive, like during these when everything was it was hard to put
No
out
one's doing
stuff.
anything, so no one's
Yeah.
like lives were progressing, so there's really
Yeah.
not a whole lot to like base a bunch of new stuff off of, I feel like.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
true.
right.
Were these all new songs?
Yes.
Or was it, yeah. I mean, like like you wrote them like in that year, pretty much.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I don't think I really like heard anything that was like, oh, I remember hearing that live or anything. So
Yeah, it was all new material.
that's
I think you
really
guys
cool.
did it right with like the extra files as well. You were like curious if like we just dumped everything that we wrote like during that. I remember hearing that on that episode. We did have some leftover stuff that kind of like we did phase out or whatever, like rough tracks or stuff that we were, you know, semi finished, you know, that we
false
left out, but-
starts or just ended up not being crazy about
or
it
just didn't turn out how we
overall.
wanted, the direction we wanted it to
That's
go
awesome.
or whatever. Yeah.
That's exciting to know that you guys have more stuff too.
Yeah.
So we were wondering what the album order, like, was it all just like released, like did you put it in chronological order of how you wrote it?
We did not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was all just like, I think I made the track listing, and it's kind of weird because where it kind of like where you were like, I think definitely, you know, a little more accurate, where like the last like couple tracks or whatever, like World is Changing, and then the one after that, those were like the earliest I think ones that me personally, like I worked on or whatever, but I was it was definitely a learning experience because I was trying to learn like the software, because I've never done like home studio shit. I don't know if you could say the S word on here, but
No, it's all good.
We can do whatever we
Totally
want.
can.
We just can't do nudity. We can't do prolonged nudity or play like U2. You know,
But like
No-
quick
no.
nudity's fine.
no Beatles.
Yeah, quick
No
nudity.
Beatles. No extended nudity.
Yeah, quick nudity maybe.
but yeah, just trying to learn it all. So I think like it kind of just like you know, developed like over time, because it's like trying to learn like the gear, trying to learn the software, because I haven't had that really much free time to like actually dig into that stuff, you know, ever really. I mean, it was a crazy amount of time, and yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And a
that's
lot
really
of the
interesting.
keyboards is Tim.
Nice. Yeah, look, can we nerd out and just talk about the hardware? Since
For sure.
let's talk about it.
We don't know if we want to give away our secrets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you don't want to give them away, that's cool too. I understand that.
We got some chat comments too. Don Stratton says, "Love your sound."
Oh, thank you.
Josiah
Thanks,
says, "Wow,
Don.
this band is like 1 million people. It's like 4 people, right?
It's 5.
5? Oh my
yeah.
God, Josiah, is that too much for you to handle?
Yeah, 5 is basically 1 million at this point.
That is
You're
kind of a
almost
lot
ska
of
band.
people,
Holy,
but-
holy moly!
5 is 1 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Holy shit! Did you like that we can swear? I like it too.
It's
That's
nice.
great. Yeah. I prefer
I don't
it.
think-
man.
I want to like it. I would like get picked up by a radio show doing this, but
Yeah.
we have to be like, we have to be allowed to swear.
Well, that's like what
Or you have the worst bleeps.
like
It's
that's why
boing.
Frick really hurt it. Because,
Frick, because
yeah.
it wasn't a swear.
I feel like that like hurts more than a swear.
We were talking on the previous segment on our private Discord channel, which, by the way, if you become a Patreon, you get access to our private Discord channel. Or if you want to just message me, I'll give you access too, if we're friends. But someone said "Frick Dan" about something.
Yeah, and I would like. I feel like if you say like, you know, fuck Dan, like, all right, but like you say frick Dan, like, man, I had to like lay down.
They're like, I hate to
man.
say this. I hate to say this, but Frick Dan.
Yeah, man, like,
No one's ever said a bad thing about him before.
no.
Hashtag Frick Dan.
Yeah,
Frick Dan. Yeah,
That's
Frick Dan.
good.
Yeah, that's a new Bandscamps hashtag. Let's spread it, guys. Frick Dan. It's like the instead of free Dan, it's Frick
Yeah.
Dan.
Any other thoughts about the podcast that you can think of? I know we're not just here to toot our own horn. We were on a show recently where we were on a live stream
Oh my
just to
gosh.
talk about that guy's band.
Yeah.
we went on someone's show, and he just wanted us to talk about his band, and we were just like,
okay.
like, why would I go on your show?
And we did it. It was like 2 hours long.
Yeah,
Oh,
we should get the highlights. At one point, do you see? I was just like sitting, like I was like sitting back. I laughed for a second,
Yeah.
like I just laughed. Like I don't know.
So,
I'm sorry. I mean, he's an awesome dude, bad
Yes.
host. So
yeah, shout out to Dutcher for having us, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
podcasts are weird. We thank you for being a part of it. It's just like it's new media, you know.
for sure.
Like it's brand new.
Yeah, Frick Dan did the
Yeah.
scamp bingo. I love it.
Oh, I
Frickin'
really
A.
did like I like the when I with Reconcile, somebody made a Polaris reference, which I really enjoyed because that's immediately what I thought when I heard the track too.
yes.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's what I was like, hell yeah.
Pete and
You all
Pete music
could
is a
be on
huge
that. Yeah,
influence
Pete and
for
Pete.
sure.
Yeah,
Isn't
you-
it great? It is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's a
We
bunch
should
of like
just-
sweet
yeah.
like indie and shoegazy bands on that soundtrack.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We
It's so
should.
sick.
We could do like Pete and Pete watch party. We should do that sometime.
That would be
I
cool.
have all the. I
Yeah.
have them all on my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're varied influences, and like we really like it. And I think that like
That caused some controversy.
it's controversial that we like a
Yeah.
record, but like it's not our fault we like your record. You guys fucking made it.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Frick you guys.
Yeah.
Frick you guys for making a
Frick
great
them
record.
for making good
Yeah.
music.
I
Yeah.
I misspoke. I think all of us played keyboards on this.
Yes.
Is
yeah.
that right? Yes, every single one of us.
Except
So
for
that-
maybe Ben. I don't know. Did Ben
I'm sure he
play
did.
guitar?
Yeah,
for
There's
sure.
there's some weird sounds in his song that I don't even know where they came from.
What,
So that
how he
might-
did it? We don't know.
Definitely sampled a lot of stuff. Yeah.
There's some things that we
Okay.
don't know about this record individually. So.
I don't know who did what for a bunch of songs.
No.
Like there's a few
Yeah.
songs I know that Tim and Dave, I'm pretty sure, are both in on, but I don't know who did what or
Yeah,
who
it's
mixed it or I don't know.
right. It's a
It
big
was a little
slug.
messy for sure.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it. Yeah. Anything? I mean, what did we get wrong?
Yeah, what were we way off on?
I mean, it's you guys' opinions, so you know
That's okay.
it's all good.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. What? Even so, you're like, oh, I don't know where that comment came from, or like, where are they going with this?
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, we got it
I know
right.
I know some of the band references or whatever, which I was like listening to the track, like after while listening to the podcast and then like hearing the track, it's like, oh, I would have never thought that. I would have never gotten the same like style or like the relation to maybe a certain band or whatever that you were getting, but like Dave was saying, it's kind of everyone's personal experience, you know, on it, which is it's cool to hear that when other people are like, oh, it kind of gives me this vibe, you know, just. It's kind of fun because sometimes it just pops up and it's like, whoa, I never even thought of that, but I can see how that kind of came in there, you know, kind of
Yeah, totally.
comes together,
Yeah.
you know.
I had a similar reaction. I can't remember what bands you said, but I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't think that's like what I was specifically going for, but like I can see that.
Yeah, we have
Since I've heard them, they're an influence regardless of whether or not I was actually thinking about it when I wrote the song.
we
sure.
we end up making a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, that's all the show is, just speculation the whole
Yeah.
time.
No, yeah, it's
Right.
cool. It's like normally like what I would like talk to with people about soon. Like it sort of gives me this kind of you know, like that I feel like I would go about the same approach. You know, if somebody
Right.
were to show me their
Mhm.
music, I'd be like, oh, it kind of gives this vibe, you know.
Because all of you are probably music listeners as well, and probably talk about music in the same way too. You know, just not
sure.
public. Just it's hard to do it publicly.
I bet,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But we really thank you for your record. I'll say this was one that we were hoping would get submitted
Yeah.
for us to review. So
Oh, thanks.
yeah,
Cool.
we were like
Thanks.
we haven't really reached out to anybody except for like we kind of did a mass bomb kind of thing and every now and then mention it, but we haven't been like, hey, can we do yours specifically? So
Yeah.
that was exciting for us.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
know more about like the recording remotely. Like, would you guys ever like get on a video call and talk about what you're trying to do, or you would just send it off with an email and be like, just have fun with it? Were there things you'd write and or put on the song and people were like, I hate this, like try again?
Can't hear you, Tim.
Oh, Tim's talking, but we can't hear him.
Oh, Tim's muted.
That's gonna be on his end.
That's
yeah,
his
I
end. Shit.
Oh,
Still can't hear you, Tim.
stop.
But
You can ask him to unmute.
to that, I think we mostly were just sending audio files back and forth.
Okay.
Like I don't think
Going.
we didn't really get together to talk about it a whole lot. I don't
Yeah.
think.
There we go. Sorry, Tim, you're
Yeah,
muted.
it's Tim. Go for it, man.
Did I get
There
out.
we
Did I-
go. That's
Now we
hear
can
any
hear
of
you. Yeah.
what you were
You were
saying.
muted. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it might have been because I got a phone call simultaneously. That's possible.
Put them on.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, we had a couple encounters where, Dave and Colin are already, pretty experienced with some of the software, recording software and stuff. It was definitely a new experience to me. So there was a couple video chats where I'm like literally showing, the software. He's like, click on this, like walking me through the software, which is kind of funny, because I was like, what the hell do I do? And it's like, well, just show me, or we like screen mirror it, so that they could see what I'm working on and vice versa, so it was really helpful,
For
definitely
sure.
a learning experience. It was fun.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff we just kind of drag and drop stuff on Google Drive, and it kind of be like, who's got a part for this? I think Jolene, her song Lament Party, she sent just the key part, and then I ended up programming that in FL Studio, and then just like layering over it, and then sent back to her, and then she put vocals on it, sent it back, so just a lot of that back and forth kind of stuff, and trying to match BPMs and stuff. And I know some of the songs I've done, it was like 128.437 BPM or something, like just weird shit, man.
Yeah, it was great that you timed that out, because that I think it was that synth, because it's just got the rate, it doesn't have like the BPM setting. So you're like,
he's using
you're like, it's 134.3 when I put it in here. I was like, what the hell?
He's using an analog synth that doesn't have like like it's a knob for the BPM. So
Right.
Right.
Who programmed all the drums? We were really impressed with all like the drum programming.
Depends on
I
the
did
song.
a lot of it. Colin and Tim did as well. So
It was all like really natural kind of sounding, like the actual feel of it. So I was really impressed with that.
Cool.
Yeah. Depends on the song. I kind of was in my own little world on most of the songs I made. So I mostly did everything for the songs I wrote. Well, except Jolene laid down a couple of synth layers on a couple of my songs, but otherwise I kind of did my own thing for the most part. And then Tim and Dave seems like did a lot more collab stuff.
Gotcha. That's sweet.
Yeah.
It's really amazing that we were kind of forced to do this, but then you all found a way to do it well, and like it actually paid off. And so that can be applied even when we can all gather more and have it be more safe. You can still use these remote techniques in the future too, which is really cool.
Yeah,
For sure.
It was a learning experience for everybody, and that was kind of the big thing. Like, can we do it? Can we make it like interesting? That was the big thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot like what we do.
Exactly. And I think that's like a good message just for all musicians out there is like you can make quality music like remotely, and like you don't have to put people in danger just to make music.
For sure.
We got some questions from the chat. Let's turn to that real quick. Josiah said, "I've never seen more than one person on Bandscamps at a time." Because he said, "Wow, this band has a lot of people." That's why he was.
Yeah, he's really hung up on that.
Yeah, no, he's been living in like Scamp world as band reality.
Yeah.
Cassie says, "Add Frick Dan to Scamp Bingo." We will.
Yeah, we definitely will.
We don't say it enough as much as we should. Josiah asks, "Was Quarantine Jams influenced by Ariel Pink?"
Oh man, after that fucking
Yeah, it's a little
Capitol
dicey now.
riot,
Yeah.
fuck Ariel Pink, man.
Yeah, fuck Ariel.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Frick,
You went to
Frick
that?
Ariel Pink.
Yeah, he's a piece of
Yeah, he's
shit.
a big
Sorry, I'm
Trumper.
cursing so much, but
Man, I did not
He's all
know
right.
that.
He's like all right wing now.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
that
for
happens.
sure.
That happens to people. It sucks. Like Billy
For sure.
Corgan, and like,
What?
yeah,
Billy Corgan, is that like what is that
I
thing?
know.
Yeah, he's a
Who
big
said-
Republican.
Who
or
said no?
Holy
What
shit,
are
right-winger
you
or
doing?
whatever.
That-
Also a big wrestling advocate.
Dang. It's tough out
So-
there.
I feel like I heard someone say no. When
Yeah,
I
I
said
saw
Billy
it, I heard it,
Corgan.
I
I
was
heard
like,
someone
"Not
like
me."
say, okay.
Yeah, it was my partner was screaming in the background. Heard it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's news to me.
Oh, I love it. Any questions? Anything else? Yet? Anything off top anyone's head? We interrupt her a lot because it's just us two. So it's a fun challenge for us because we can just shout over each other. But then when we have guests, we're always like kind of just like interjecting every little
Yeah.
thing.
For sure.
Anything that we might have interrupted you were saying? Because that happens too.
Not I personally.
I think so.
Yeah,
Viewers,
I'm
if you're
really,
just joining us, oh, go ahead, Julian.
I'm
Sorry.
really grateful that we could do this because I was having a very hard time not having any music in my life.
For sure.
And this was really motivating because there was new stuff in the Google Drive all the time, and it really helped me through some very heavy times. So
Yeah, you've been an active performer for a long time, so it's been rough
Yeah.
on I think especially people who had been doing it for a long time and it became really part of their life.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a big shock to us all. So, but we made it through. We're
For
making
sure.
it through. It's still
Yeah,
happening.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
Strides, right?
Yeah. Anything that you all got coming up that you want to plug? It's not already out. We got your link to this record and just your Bandcamp in general. And listener, both this record and your previous record are very good. So give those a listen. Those are Scamp recommended. Definitely.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't think we really have anything in the works right now.
Yeah.
I think we're all just kind of waiting, like, to be able to play shows and stuff again. 'Cause we've got all this new material, and though we made all this stuff, remotely, I think we're going to try to get together and figure out how to play some of these
We have
songs
to
as a
learn
band.
I was in a band called The Wildfire a long time ago, and we were working on our record, which eventually became Desert Love, and we were working on it all week, and we had a show with like the Vigilantes at their space on Division.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't practice. We're like, we've been working on this record all week. And we didn't practice, and it was like we were like, oh, like there's so many like fast guitar licks, and like it was and right away we started laughing because we were like, that was the dumbest thing ever, And then we play old stuff. We're like, let's play the old stuff. Fuck it, yeah.
My God,
we're like, we're gonna come out like monsters,
That is the most Wildfire thing I've ever heard.
We didn't practice. Yeah,
That's awesome.
But you all were awesome live too. So you're definitely a band to look out for. I think we can assign that. Even with stuff we don't like, I think we definitely said like look out for this band.
Absolutely.
But we did like you, and you're definitely a look out for this band.
We asked all our guests to recommend us some music to listen to. Or what have you been listening to?
Who wants to start?
It might be on your end.
You want me to
Hey,
go
sorry,
first?
we had some tech. We had some tech.
Okay.
Cassie, our line producer, came in and said we had some tech thing. Sorry about that. What did you ask? Will you fill me in?
Yeah, like just have them recommend us some music to listen to.
Oh yeah,
and our
perfect.
viewers.
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Yeah, go for it, Julie.
Oh, I was gonna say I was excited that you referenced like psychedelic, like that we were psychedelic a little bit. I've been really I was trying to think of the most recent band I really got crazy about, and I really like Black Moth Super Rainbow. So good. So I actually got to see them last time I was in California. So I'm like, what?
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Who else has got some picks?
Yes.
I don't really have anything new. I've been listening to a lot of Cure Peel sessions lately, and just a bunch of post-punk and punk stuff. Cocktail Twins,
That's
Drab Majesty, X-Cult.
Awesome.
A lot of punk stuff too. Like this local band Liquids put out a record this year. It's really good.
I've never heard of
Liquids.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this
Yeah,
out.
Liquids.
I'll have to write that down. You all have quite a heavy punk edge, in my opinion.
I agree.
Does that come from Colin and Tim, or is that from everybody? You think? Because I know Colin and Tim. I think better than both Jolene and Dave. I don't know if we've ever formally met, but I know that you two are into punk.
I don't know about Jolene, but the rest of us have been in punk bands. So probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Were you ever in a punk band, Jolene?
I haven't been, so this is the
I would
closest.
say-
I mean,
I
I
would say
grew up
Icicles
on
has
it.
some. Icicles has a little bit of punk, like the early Icicles
Definitely.
is punk.
I think so. It's kind of poppy punk,
Yeah.
but kind of like yeah.
It's like twee punk.
Pop
Yeah.
punk. Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. It's really good to see all you all. By the
Yes.
way, I didn't say that. It's awesome to
Likewise.
see you all in person.
Yeah, you too.
This is really
yeah,
nice.
Thanks for everything.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having us.
This has just been, a vehicle for me and Dan to get together and collaborate remotely, but now we can get together. So as this show grows, there's all sorts of stuff. So if any of you all ever want to get involved in any type of live streaming nonsense, like let us know, because we're just trying to think of new ideas to entertain and do
or
it.
even
like,
with the show or whatever.
Okay.
yeah, or anything that with us. If you want to ever make a theme song or whatever, some bumper music. If you
Tim's
got
got some experience with that.
If you got some 30-second nonsense that
Yeah.
We're always looking for stuff. We had another question too. I think I was gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of show? Like who would you want to play with if you all did a show? If like shows are good to go and you can book something. Do you have a good a dream lineup locally?
Is it? Well, it's just speaking locally in general.
No, let's
let's
open
keep
it
it
up.
local.
Let's keep it local. We can have one headliner.
Anything.
Local, you can have one national headliner, but no guest list
Yeah.
on this one.
I'm serious.
somebody
They're
else
being
is
really
decorating.
cool.
Serious.
They're being really cool about the green room. No guest
Yeah.
list.
There's so many, in my personal opinion, that I would just.
So we got
show.
liquids. What else has been impressing you? Like, anything new? Because we want to know about the new stuff too.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Local wise or what?
Yeah.
Local or brand new. Yeah.
Cheap Emotion dropped something recently. I really dig that band a lot. I think they're really good people too. So or at least the ones I know. But
That's awesome.
yeah, that's always fun. I think we played a show with them. I think prior to the pandemic. I think 2019 probably something like that. But they're always fun. It was a fun show to play with.
Yeah, for
A
sure.
fun band to play with. Yeah. Anybody else? Like Dave. Anybody? Jolene.
I know
I'm
it's
blanking.
awkward because we've been out of the circle for
Right. There's a lot of
Yeah,
in
it's
our
hard.
houses.
These are all like it's hard to get your brain working on it,
Yeah.
and being live. It's like it's hard to be on the spot. I mean, I couldn't remember Third Eye Blind in the last segment. I couldn't remember the name of that band.
Happens.
I mean, I'll say that like you and I talked about trying to have like a lineup with Natural Body and Tom Him.
We started working on that. Yeah, Natural Body. That was a show I wanted to do. Was you, I Believe in Julio, and Tom Him. Have you heard his music?
No.
Really, it's really interesting. Tom Him, like Hymn.
Check it out.
It's
We'd
local.
love to do it.
It's like kind of like Dylan-y, but kind of punk and kind of psychedelic, kind of T-Rex,
kind of artsy,
kind of Devander
Yeah.
Banhart, kind of folky, hippie, but punk
Nice.
too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really interesting. I think.
He's Johnny Pockets on YCE, and he plays.
I didn't know he was.
And he plays with Major Murphy too now.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's
that,
so many.
that was one of our dream lineups. Was us three.
Yeah.
I want to play with any local bands. I want to play with I Believe in Julio too, man. Someday it'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Let's make it happen.
We'll play that. Yeah, we got to.
Yeah.
Dan Weir. I don't know if you all know Dan Weir. Dan Weir got me into you. I think I mentioned that on the podcast that he made me. He literally made me go to your merch table and buy your CD. And like he was like,
I remember that,
to.
and you paid too much for it. I tried to tell you that it was too much.
I gave you like $7 probably.
No,
right?
you was at least 10, and it was
Okay,
on
fine.
sale for 5. So you
I'm a
paid
baller,
like
dude.
double.
I ball out, dude.
He was flexing.
I flip, I do. I
Flipping, yeah.
flip. It's
Appreciate
flip
it,
night.
though.
It's
Yeah.
flip night over here every night.
Yeah.
Yo, you're welcome, and I'm glad I did. But no, Dan Weir was like, you have to go do this, and like made me like push. He was like pushed me into the mirror, like to go do it. I was like, I just got here, like come on.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
Because I missed your
classic,
set.
Dan.
But your music, I think, is really good. I think it really rewards the listener and repeated listens too. All right, chat. Any final questions for Natural Body? I'm gonna give you all that 45 seconds lag. Oh, Fatini's watching. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Fotini.
That's really cool. And then, do you have any last words for us before we boot you? Because what we do on the show is we just kick you off the call, and we can even do it one at a time if you
Yeah, we'll
want.
have to do it one at a time.
Oh, yeah, we
All
will.
talk.
Oh,
We were wondering
boy.
if you could boot us all at once.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, he can try to just do it real fast.
Yeah. I'll just do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd just say
right now.
thanks for having us on. Like this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
I've never done a podcast before, so this is I don't know. It's been cool.
Yeah, thanks for the review and the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
we're
welcome.
having
Thank
fun.
you so
It's
much
great.
thank you for trusting us with your music.
Appreciate it.
Artists, if you released a record in 2020 or 2021 and you want to get the Bandscamps treatment, please email us at bandscamps@gmail.com and we will review your record and talk in depth. And we do these live streams. Thanks for coming on
Yeah.
this too.
Thank you guys. We're
It's show busy
show
stuff.
business. We're on TikTok now too, so we're
Oh boy.
Nice.
yeah.
And
so
Discord, maybe, right?
yeah, if you join the Patreon,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah, we are definitely on Discord. We are
Yeah.
100% on Discord. But if you subscribe, you can join, or if you just message me, I'll just send you the link too.
yeah, just
If
message
we're
Julio.
friends, but if we're not friends, then no.
No.
$3 a month.
Yeah.
$3.
Freaking
Yeah.
Good
All
deal.
All right. Any
All right.
last words? Let's go all the way around. Let's start with I don't know. I think it's gonna be random.
Yeah,
Random. Or
Sure.
let's go, Colin. Let's start there.
let's just start with Colin.
Last words.
Last words. I guess I'll just reiterate. Thanks for having us on. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Bye.
All right, he's out here.
right.
Hold on. Okay, we gotta. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
Let's do Jolene. Jolene, last
Jolene.
words.
Final words.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
rock
Yeah,
and
that's
roll.
great.
All right. We'll
That
do-
seemed very Jolene. That was
we'll do
good.
Dave.
Dave, last words. Final words. You got anything for us?
All right, y'all have a good day and keep it scampy. Or
Ah, glad he's gone.
Yeah. All right.
Now we can talk.
Oops. No, don't report Tim.
You
I almost reported him.
Yeah, we kick your report.
Yeah.
Tim, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah. Final words.
Final words. Thank you.
Wow,
Gross.
that was really great.
That was great.
That was really, really good.
Yeah. Thank you again to Nate Johnivan, Natural Body. We love you all. Like, go check out their records. NateJohnivan.bandcamp.com, naturalbody.bandcamp.com. Bandscamps@gmail.com. Submit your music. 2020,
Yeah,
2021 releases.
Please submit your music.
We've only have done submission based.
It's all artists submitted only
Yeah.
music so far.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to do as long as we can. We do have a little bit of a wait list as far right now, but we are a few weeks ahead. So if you want your record release, especially if you have a spring or summer release, fall, winter, the fifth dreaded season,
Oof.
submit it.
Yeah. Bandscamps _ on Instagram. Bandscamps on TikTok. Facebook.com.
It's hard to talk for.
Yeah, we have Bandscamps on Facebook. There's so much.
It's hard to talk for an hour and a half. Join the Discord.
Please join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Message me. I'm not going to put the link up, but join the Discord. It's fun.
Thank
And
you.
Maybe I'll
all-
put the link up after this.
Yeah.
For a special invite for everybody.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, for hanging out
Thank
with
you,
us.
Speciation. This is delicious. Protozoa is what I've been drinking. This is a cherry, delicious, cloudy, sour thing.
Hey.
Thank you.
And I think that's it for us. Tune in on this Tuesday for episode 12. Let me find out what's on episode 12.
Oh, yeah.
here.
We can do a big reveal.
Yeah.
Episode 12 is... Ooh, I can't even remember what we did for
Let's
this
see
one.
here. I'm gonna pull it up here on the old spreadsheet.
Yeah, we pull it up. Yeah, we just taped episode 14 or 15, and we actually videotaped it. It was our first time getting together on Thursday. We are both vaccinated. We are both being ultra safe, and hopefully we can do more content like this in person.
Yeah.
Please continue to be safe. Get vaccinated if you are able to. Everyone is eligible.
Episode 12 features Serialism's record
Oh,
Minutia
yeah.
and Dreaming in Paradise is Cut with Love. So
Okay, yeah.
This is a really fun episode.
This is a good episode. This
Yeah.
is a good one.
I
We
learned-
talked a lot on this one.
I learned about yet another new genre.
Yeah.
Witch House.
Witch House.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
I'm learning
you're
a lot
learning
here.
a lot.
I'm kind of green in a lot of ways.
And we're learning
so-
that some people think that just some genres don't apply to them, which is
yeah,
cool
apparently,
too.
yeah.
So,
So-
oh well. Thank you, viewers. Follow us. We'll get notified if we go live once a week. Our episodes come out every
Yeah.
Tuesday
Hash-
on Spotify, Apple, everything.
Hashtag Frick Dan.
Frick Dan.
All right.
Hey, we can do karaoke parties now.
Oh yeah.
We should do a karaoke live stream for a second.
Whoa,
We-
living on a
you just pull it up on YouTube
Yeah.
and then sing over it and then
Exactly.
broadcast it. Thank you so much for watching, all the scamps, all the fans.
If you want us to karaoke any of the albums we reviewed,
send us your
let
your
us know your
instrumentals.
request.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
some instrumentals too.
That would be.
And if you have
fun.
any karaoke requests, put it in the chat here.
I would love to do karaoke a Natural Body song. That'd be so fun.
We can do I Believe in Julio songs. I have all the
Yeah.
instrumental for that. I'm gonna do that someday.
Look at me, my name is Tulito. I'll
It's just
do it
you?
terribly. Yeah.
I'm just like
exactly.
staring at you like an asshole. What, judging you?
Been around.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Up and down this time.
You're gonna hurt your
Yeah.
voice on the first time of our live stream.
All right,
This has been live recap episode 11.
Mm-hmm.
As our 10th live recap. We're one behind. We got to do one more extra to make up.
Right.
This has been a fun time.
All right.
We out here.
Bye.
Bye.